Trying a new technique for mixing up my plaster for mould making. I get really frustrated with the mess that it makes in a bowl and the cleanup, so I've gone for a plastic bag that I've pre-filled with the amount of water that I need for my plaster mix, and in a separate bowl I've got the dry plaster. I shovel it in a few scoops at a time, making sure that it's getting fully saturated. Mix it around a little bit from underneath the bag so you're not getting a mess. If you see any powder on top, make sure that that gets incorporated into the water. Then tip the remaining plaster in. Then I go in with my hands, just make sure there's no thick lumps or clumps in the bottom. Give it a nice squidge before I take off my glove. And then I can ziplock the bag back up, lay it flat and just have one final fill and mix up through the bag just to make sure there's no lumps left. Then what I do is I trim the bottom corner. This was a bit of a mistake as it gave me two spouts from the bottom corner. I should have really clipped the top corner just to get a single stream. But you can work around it. So it managed to work, and then I started to fill the mould. I'm using some old Ford Creations moulds, which I printed off of Maker World on a Bambu lab. These are great because I don't think you need to actually put any mould release agent on them because they're a little bit flexible. So I'm going to try a mug. I've got some test tiles, and the little round one is the base of the mug. So I made enough plaster to make sure that I could fill all the moulds. So I filled them up, and then the key thing is making sure you give them a good shake and a jiggle to get out any of the air bubbles. You want to make sure as many air bubbles as possible come out. So I then go mad, tapping the moulds and banging the tables just to free everything up. Then it's pop them off to the side for about an hour and a half, let them firm up nice and solid, and then I will get to removing the moulds. Follow along, give us a like and a follow for part 2 where I take the moulds apart and let's see how they've done. Thanks a lot.